So starting part is going to be off, family, party, then I. We're going to be on about the first offers with defensive side. But I think that's actually great. Yes. So I just sort of taking the chance to see offensive defense in action and know get more people in. And then just look over the plays as well if you have any questions. Who's the sheet here that again, it just goes to the quarterback. Just goes to the quarterback as well.
TPO! Go, Emily. Go, brother. You got it.
You gotta get seats.
Oh, okay. Oh, the brother. Yeah. I did see that. Yeah.
A pleasant welcome to all of you for the 2025 Flag Football Intervarsity Tournament. My name is Max Walpuff, and I'll be alongside you for all of UCD's games today, assuming the camera operates properly and is able to show me. I am broadcasting from my home in Dublin, and these games are being held today in Limerick. Coin toss going on right now between Tom McAniff and, trying to see the number, it looks like Emily Houston is on the field as captains for UCD. I see many of you are already here in the stream. Thank you so much for joining us on this bright and early morning. 9:44 here in Ireland. As we thank you to all of our viewers and listeners. If you're watching this game, please share the link out loud. We've got plenty of people here, as it looks like it'll be a 5-on-5 aside for start here. And just a 2-referee crew, it looks like. 1 white hat and 1 down judge, which is the minimum required here for flag football in Ireland. If any of you watch me on the little part of your screen down below, I've got another computer set up over here with the rosters, which are still being filled in by the teams. So I'm not 100% certain about the accuracy of some of these names or biographical information. I do not have a pronunciation guide, so if I'm messing something up, just tell me. I'll probably just believe you whether or not you're right. So, we're about to get started underway. UCD in the sky blue, Dublin blue as it might be, black and white for the Maynooth University Hurricanes. And it looks like UCD will start on offense once we eventually get the camera back working, and it's working again. That camera will go out every now and then. It is an AI automated camera, so we're not going to see, as first play from scrimmage, we got a rush on, missing the flag, getting into the boundary and not able to get out of bounds before the flag gets pulled. The first down marker is midfield. So here, UCD able to pick up a couple of yards on the scramble from Charlie Higgins, number 8 in the backfield, taking the snap. You may notice that this is not going to be a traditional football game. You may notice by the snap, it does not have to go through the center's legs by rule, unlike in tackle football, although it looks like that's what's happening here for UCD. 3 wide set, blitz comes in from the back. They're trying to keep it behind the line of scrimmage, and nice move, getting out into the, shoots his receiver, and it's incomplete to bring up 3rd down. Higgins overshot number 38, Kai Castle, hometown of San Francisco, California. If you're watching on the defensive side, notice if somebody is setting up 7 yards or so behind the line of scrimmage, that person has to put up a hand in the air in order to be deemed a blitzer in flag football. Otherwise, if they're lining up anywhere closer or if they don't raise their hand and declare themselves, as you see the guy in the middle, he's declaring himself a blitzer. Here comes the snap. Higgins makes it on the pop-up. Blitz comes through. He's got to get the ball away. He gets it away, and it's intercepted. Hurricanes get the ball, and they are down back beyond the midfield line. A nice catch from Joseph Cahill, a 3rd-year marketing student from Maynooth University. Maynooth is the back-to-back intervarsity champions of this event. The Canes, they've been a staple of Irish flag football since 2018, so the school tells me. So they will get their first drive here on offense. It is a 20-minute running clock for each a half. Defenses are set up. Declared blitzer coming up the middle. Snap comes through, and we're underway here. Into the bounce, getting a shot here. Nice catch, nice tackle. That's going to be a force of habit for me as Tom McAniff pulls the flag of the receiver. I am used to tackle football, so I will be often calling a flag pull a tackle. It is 6 points for a touchdown in the try zone. However, it is 1-point conversions from a field of play and 2-point conversions from 10 yards out. 1 point is from 5 yards out. Snap comes through. Here comes a toss play. End around, try to run, And a nice pull from Tom McKenna there on first to bring up a second down. If Maynooth University is unable to score in 4 downs, it will be a turnover. However, this will not be a turnover at the spot of the last play. It will instead be a turnover to the 5-yard line of UCD. Snap comes on, pressure coming, into the boundary inside, touchdown Maynooth. So 6-0 the score so far. And looks like they will line up to go for 2. My apologies. It looks like they're going for 1. Snap comes, quarterback rolls out to the right, throw comes in, and it's overshooting the receiver, incomplete. The score stays at 6-0. So Maynooth strikes first here in this running clock in the first half. UCD will retake the ball. There is no kickoff, there are no punts, there are no field goals. As you may notice, there are no goalposts. Coming off the bench into this game, Ben Zubarek, number 9, coming on for UCD as they set up for their second drive. Two receivers left, one to the right. Declared blitzer coming up the middle. Snap comes, throw, catch made, and making a nice grab, Tom McKenna. Getting about halfway to the yardage line needed for a first down. Here comes second. As Tom McKenna takes off something from his equipment and tosses it to the sideline. Declared blitzer again coming up the middle as UCD sets up 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Shake and bake move in the back, trying to get open and running across the line of scrimmage. Looks like it'll be a sack on the play. Flag gets returned to Higgins. So third down coming here for UCD. As might be expected in this game with only 5 players, there's not a whole lot of running the football. It's a lot of passing plays, a lot of high-level skill necessary for players to get the ball in space, to create space for themselves. As UCD changes it up here, 2 receivers right. Snap to Higgins, pass rush comes, missing on the sack. And it looks like, no, they didn't miss the sack. They got the flag. It's fourth down. So fourth down and a long way to go for UCD. They have to get to that yellow midfield line in order to get a first down. Wonder what the play call is here for the receivers to run out for. Three receivers all to the right. Motion comes into the back. They try the pitch play, trying to double pass here, and it's caught. Player is down on the ground, and that will be a turnover. Maynooth University is going to get this ball. However, by rule, they will start the drive from their 5-yard line. So again, UCD unable to make a conversion for the first down. This will bring up the second drive for Maynooth, up by 6. You'll notice several players playing offense and defense, small rosters for both teams. It's 5 aside. Second drive for the Hurricanes starts with the snap, throw to the left side, and a quick tackle brings up second down. Have to get to midfield. Second and long coming up here. Declared blitz coming up the middle. Here's the snap, faking the toss play, quarterback run out to the left side boundary, and a flag gets pulled, bringing up third down. It's a gettable third down here for Maynooth. Several Canes players have represented Ireland in flag football competition internationally. As the picture goes blurry, apologies about that. A short toss play here brings up fourth down and a nice flag pull. Tom McEniff again on the stop. And making that catch was number 10, Des Omasigo, a first-year law student from Tallaght in County Dublin. He put in his roster bio, quote, could very well be him, end quote. We'll see who him is here on fourth down. It could be a her, too. There are a couple of women on the field. Snap comes, short toss, got it away. First down here for Maynooth, a well-designed play, getting the ball to like number 8, Olga Cavalier. Oh, Clavalier. Struggling to see whether it's a 6 or an 8 on these numbers. 4 downs to go to the end zone for Maynooth. All receivers bunched in the middle. Declared runner coming up the middle. Quarterback drops, goes back to throw, and it is incomplete. Sailing a pass wide to the right, brings up second down. Maynooth in the lead off their first drive. It is a 20-minute running clock for this first half. It will also be a 20-minute running clock for the second half. There is a 2-minute timeout, and during a 2-minute timeout, the clock will stop periodically. 3 receivers spread, 1 in the middle. Throw at the line of scrimmage, and gets a few yards on the play. Colm Ennis, a PhD in chemistry from Gorey, on the throw. So now third down coming here. This is going to be UCD's first game here in Pool A. Maynooth will play Trinity College Dublin coming up next, and Trinity College Dublin will then play UCD sometime around noon. This game did start a little bit late. Snap comes, Ennis drops, goes back to throw, up in the air, sailing, and it's intercepted! Well, glad we at least got to see the interception before the camera cut out. UCD will take over down by 6. They will start the drive at their 5. Unless you're able to return it all the way for a touchdown, the drive will start at the normal drive starting position. So each team has turned the ball over twice on an interception. UCD also turned it over once on downs. This is their third drive here in the first half. Quick pass over the middle. McEniff again, flag pull, brings up a second and medium. Thank everybody for joining us here on today's live stream. UCD American football, it is 6-0. Maynooth over UCD. Second down, pitch play here. And flag pull back. UCD losing yards here to bring up a third down. Those 20 minutes go by quickly, as we're running up on about halfway through this first half, if I'm to estimate the time. There's no scoreboard, so I'm trying to keep track as best I can on a sticky notes over here of the drive chart. If I can jerk back the curtain a little bit. UCD coming up here on third down. 3 receivers bunched up. Fake the pitch. Fool the rusher momentarily. Quarterback escaping. Rolling left, rolling right, and ran out of time. Quarterback only has 7 seconds to throw the ball. Otherwise, he is down at the spot where he last held it. So this brings up 4th down and forever. Let's see what Charlie Higgins and UCD have in store here. Have to get to the midfield line or force a penalty. Higgins takes the low snap. Drops back, throwing it, getting it to that yellow line, intercepted again. There might be a flag coming on the play. UCD certainly asking for one. Flag pull inside the UCD 5. Yet another interception for UCD. That's their second of the day. So Maynooth will set up at the UCD 5. 2 receivers left, one to the right. Maynooth trying to punch it in quick off the interception. Here's the snap. Here's the pass. Incomplete. Cannot make the connection. Ennis on the rollout play brings up 2nd down off the incomplete pass. As now there seems to be a bit of a debate of where the ball is going to go. We're eventually going to have this 2nd down play here in the UCD scoring area. As there on the bottom right, you see the coach of this team, Patty Sweeney, calling out plays and instructions. Rollout pass, complete touchdown in the corner, unguarded. Looks like they will line up to go for 1 from the 5. Maynooth looking to make this a 13-point advantage. Ennis lines up with 1 in the backfield and 2 spread out wide. Snap, running back runs. He runs along with him. And toe tap, got it for 1. Score now 13-0 as UCD takes the field down 2 possessions here in this first half. Again, definitely a thank you to all of our viewers watching from wherever you are. I am curious, where are people tuning in from? Leave a comment of where you're tuning in from, and we'll see how far away people are. Now, I'm always curious on events like this, how far away people are watching us from. As UCD was a player short, and they make the substitution to bring a player out to the wide. And knee goes down, but that's not enough to stop the play. Flag gets pulled eventually. 2nd down off the completed pass. We got 1 listener from Copenhagen and another from Cork. Good to see. So we've got already an international flavor to this watch. Santa Barbara, California. Dang, you are far away. What time is it there? 2 in the morning? Snap comes. Toss over the middle. Got it complete. And UCD setting up a makeable 3rd down here. We got someone tuning in from Dublin. I'm also tuning in from Dublin, except I'm working. 3rd down and makeable here for UCD. They've turned the ball over 3 times, once on downs, 2 via the interception. Snap comes, throw coming, going for a deep shot. Got it complete. goes on the sideline. Flag pulled just inside the 10. UCD on the march, first and goal. Got one from Kildare, who used to play for Maynooth. Good to see. Glad to see you're tuning in, supporting your school. UCD setting up their most dangerous drive so far. That's Higgins lining up as a receiver, with McKenniff looking like he's in the backfield taking the snap. Two receivers left, one to the right, in the no running zone. Here comes the blitz. Rush it on, throwing it across into the end zone. Touchdown, UCD. UCD getting their first points of the game. And where are they going to line up for the conversion? And they will line up from the 5, so they're going for 1. UCD looking to make this a 13-6 lead for Maynooth. McKenniff takes the snap from center. Shakes and bakes, throws it over, incomplete. This is an interception. If he can return this, it's a 1-point conversion, and instead he's tackled around midfield. So no conversion, still 13-6 UCD. I see a question, have we a score on the Vikings match? I do not have that score. So apologies, Just Jack, I do not have that. Fourth drive of the half coming up for Maynooth. They lead 13-6, 2 touchdowns, one of which got a 1-point conversion. Ennis will take the snap, roll out to his right, takes the flag, and not sure if he got the pass off before the flag came off, but either way, it was too high for Stephen Healy. So it's second down either way. The only question is yardage. And they rule that he got the pass away. Two receivers left, one to the right. Snap comes. Here comes the rush. It's a fast one. Getting it out long. Healy's got this one. He had to come back for it, and that may have cost Maynooth a touchdown on that play. Healy able to make the connection. First down here for Maynooth. As he beat the coverage but had to race back to the ball. First down coming up beyond midfield after the long second down completion. If any of you got questions or anything you want to say, please put it in the chat. Nobody's working with me today, so guess I'm working with all of you. And I'm assuming most of you actually know this flag football game better than I do. (13 to 6) Maynooth leads, now on the drive. Ennis takes the snap. It's a fake to him, pitch back to Ennis, and they're able to get something on that first down play as they approach the no running zone. That 5-yard box between the 5-yard line and the end zone is technically considered a no rush zone. So the offense is not allowed to have a running play. They must pass the ball forward. I see the comment from Dougie. Fantastic commentary, Max. You're warming my heart. Thank you so much. Maynooth on the drive, looking to extend their lead. Snap comes. Ennis drops back, throws it back to the center, complete, and touchdown is the signal. 3 for 4 on touchdowns and drives goes Maynooth. They now lead 19-6. And they will set up for a 1-point conversion from the 5. Still in the first half so far, yet to see a 2-minute timeout called. And one in the backfield, 2 receivers to the right. Ennis gets the ball. Ennis rolls to the right, throws to the running back in the backfield, making it over the line for the 1-point try. Maynooth, the first team to hit 20. As we still go through this first half of action, UCD will set up from their own 5, looking for more points like the last drive. They had a touchdown thanks to a long pass play to set it up. McInnes takes the snap. Here comes the throw over the middle, got it complete, and not able to make a tackle until a few yards later downfield. Flag gets pulled. It'll be a 2nd and short coming up. Defense must allow UCD about 7 yards of play for the receivers. Here comes the throw, looking long, got it over the middle, incomplete. Higgins, the intended target for McKenna, just unable to make the connection. As McKenna forgot something important back there, the ball. So far, Just Jack is winning the farthest away viewer competition at Santa Barbara, California. Anybody want to try to beat that? Here's the snap, 3rd down coming. McKenniff rolls. McKenniff getting to the line of scrimmage, picks a pass, got it complete, 1st down. Nobody's pulled a flag yet until they get just beyond that soccer circle. And I believe this is the 2-minute timeout. Yes, it is. So both teams will have a few seconds to talk things over. UCD down by 2 scores, 20-6. They trail the Maynooth University Hurricanes. It's mostly been the same 5 starters out on the field for UCD, at least for offense. McKenniff did switch into the quarterback role. We started with Charlie Higgins back there, as tends to happen in sports where you play with a small roster. You do have to have a lot of players who can play different positions and do different things. So you need versatile people. This is a good chance to remind everybody, UCD American football, our first game of the season is coming up next Saturday, March 1st against the Dublin Rebels. We'll kick off the AFI season and the UCD's defense of the Shamrock Bowl. Be sure to click subscribe and sign up for alerts so that you know when we go live and when you're ready for all our games. McKenniff with 2 to the left on 1st down over the middle after the 2-minute warning. Long pass looking for the back of the end zone, incomplete. Clock will stop on the incomplete pass. So a time-saving play, as it were, for UCD, but they do have to get points on this drive. 2nd down coming up here. McKenniff throws over the middle, got it to a receiver, and with about 5 yards to go, UCD now sets up 3rd down. And I believe a timeout's been called by one of the 2 schools. That would be the only realistic explanation for what's going on here. Unfortunately, my headphones are having trouble with audio today, so I cannot hear what is going on the field. So if something is said or signaled or done, if it's audio, I'm a bit handicapped right now. My earbuds are doing great at blocking out noise, but they're not doing great at giving me anything. Next play for UCD following the timeout. Rolling right, throwing, middle, got it, and incomplete. Just missed. Had a receiver open, could not complete the pass, sets up third down. Dangerous scoring area here for UCD, but they need to get points through this drive. Rolling left, rolling right, avoiding pressure. Ball tipped up in the air, incomplete again. Last chance for the drive here for UCD, and that might have been fourth down. I may have miscounted on the downs. I apologize to the viewers. I did miscount the downs. So Maynooth comes out for their fifth drive of the half, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. They had one successful conversion for 1 point. All other conversions have failed. And it looks like Maynooth is going to just take this to the half. UCD did start with the football. Their first drive ended on an interception, as it looks like that's half. All right, halftime, anybody. If anybody's got questions for me, I'm just sitting here in my apartment. If anyone's got questions they want to ask about UCD American football, about the club, about my life, I will answer reasonable questions. This isn't Reddit. As it's a short halftime, so if you want to get questions in, put them in the chat. I've got a tab going so I can see questions for everybody. Second half of action will be coming here. Once again, it'll be a 20-minute running clock until the 2-minute timeout. I believe Maynooth will be starting with the ball. There are other action going on around this AFI Flag Football Intervarsity. Munster Technical University is facing University of Limerick right now in a game I do not have the scores of, sadly. Maynooth will be facing Trinity College Dublin next. Trinity will then be facing UCD in the last game for Pool A. Durthang 1000, let me go back down. Durthang 1000 says, "Where do you get your commentary experience from?" Well, you know, I'm going to tell you the full story. We've got time. I was a young child when my mother gifted me a small novelty microphone, and we all had these. I don't know if these were a thing here in Ireland. They had these little headliners of famous athletes from the U.S. So a lot of basketball players for the late 90s and into the 2000s, a lot of baseball players when the PA allowed those sorts of things. And I would pretend to announce games with the players that I had. Some of them were from the same team, some of them weren't. So I would create little games in my head. I would run them around a make believe court or a make believe field, and I would just pretend to do that. Then, after I grew up, I became an actor in high school because I have no athletic ability, and I got a lot of stage presence, learning how to talk on a microphone, learning how to express for an audience, at least a live one. And after getting into college, I got into broadcasting at Boston University because, in truth, they allowed me to join the booth right away. As we see a chime in from our coach Patrick Sweeney, it is 30-7 Limerick over Maynooth, he believes. I choose to believe that because that person's at the field and I am not. So anyway, I was at BU. I worked for 4 years there, and it was a time of my life. I did ice hockey. I did association football. I worked softball. I worked baseball in the summers, lacrosse. I worked field hockey, or what many people here call hockey. So, and then after college, I stuck with it. I kept up broadcasting afterward. I worked for an association football team in my home state of Maryland prior to moving to Ireland. So that's where I got my commentary experience from. I've been at this for close to 8 years now. It's been a long time, and I'm grateful that UCD American football, while I'm continuing my education here, have allowed me to be a non-playing member of the club and to be part of an incredible atmosphere still, going to training sessions, getting to know the team, and really trying to learn how to tell their stories. So Durthang 1000, I hope that answers your question. Before the second half comes, we may have time for one or two more. Slide over here and get some water. Durthang 1000, I almost laughed reading your most recent comments. I try not to say that I'm born for anything other than life. I firmly believe that we make ourselves who we are supposed to be, and I've made myself into this. So I'm still grateful for the opportunity. I'm still grateful for every game I get to do. And you may notice I say get to. I really do get to do this. This isn't a have to. This wasn't a command. Patty asked me a couple of days ago whether I'd be interested in doing this just for the reps, because frankly, I need them after a bit of a layoff from the fall. Teams will now switch sides, and Maynooth will start with the ball here in this second half, going from right to left across your screens. We thank everybody again for joining us here on UCD American Football. Be sure to subscribe so you know when we go live next for our first game of the year, March 1st against the Dublin Rebels, rematch of last year's semifinals. Forward pitch play, and looking for that first down right away, the flag pulled just before for a second and short. I must say, thank you so much to the teams for filling out the roster sheets. I'm sorry I haven't been able to say too much about either team because, in simple truth, the numbers are a little harder to read when the camera goes blurry. So I can't exactly tell who is whom on some of these plays. One receiver each side, one in the middle. Ennis brings a man in motion from right to left. Now all receivers on the left side, rolls that direction. Flag coming in. It looks like we've got a first penalty of the game as the blitzer was shielded and interfered with. So that's going to be a replay of down for the offense, second and a little bit longer. So they march the yardage off. Second down here after the shielding call. Having been so used to tackle football, I just think of it as a good block, but it's not allowed here in flag. 5 aside we play. Ennis in the backfield, waiting for the snap. Blitzer comes in. Throw is on. Making the catch, getting across that first down marker is Desomasigo as the camera goes out. That was a first down play. And thank goodness we get the camera right back and don't miss anything. Yeah, that's a lot of the trouble that we've had with the artificial intelligence camera. It's great for following the action. However, it can be problematic as it goes out again on cue. Looks like we haven't missed a play. First down here from beyond midfield. Throw is short. And it looks like it's a short completion. As Durthang pretty much quoting out of the rule book, the blitzer does have the right of way as long as the blitzer does declare. And the center, while they are allowed to stand still, they're allowed to be staying still as Ennis rolls to his right and makes the throw to the end zone. Touchdown. Another long touchdown pass for Colm Ennis. Makes it 26-20. UCD going to have to start piling on points. As Maynooth looking to put this game away. Going for one from the 5. Receivers make their runs. Ennis rolls, throws, toe tap at the side, and got it for one. UCD will now set up once more from their 5-yard line. Drive recap for UCD in that first half. Interception, turnover on downs, interception, touchdown, and turnover on downs inside of 2 minutes. So here comes their first drive of this second half, now trailing by 21. The throw is over the middle and throw is wide to the left of an intended target, incomplete to bring up second down. Second down and long. 2 receivers left, one to the right. Fake the pass over the middle and intercepted again. Maynooth with another pick. And the receiver for UCD shoved down a Maynooth player on the fight for the ball. That's the 3rd interception of the day for UCD. And it will set up Maynooth beyond midfield. So 4 downs to get the score, barring penalties on the defense. And UCD is playing shorthanded right now as Ben Zubarek runs onto the field to make it 5. Tough sledding here for UCD's offense. Maynooth trying to put this game potentially away. Ennis the snap. Ennis the throw. And he's short. Was looking for Omosigo again. No gain brings up second down. This is the first game of the day for UCD. They'll play another around noon or so against Trinity College Dublin. They're cross-county rivals. Although, is it really cross-county if you don't have to cross the Liffey? Short snap. Back to throw. Trying to set up a double pass. Here's one backward. Keeping it behind the line of scrimmage. And he runs a little bit for a gain. On plays like that, according to the flag football rules, the first person to receive the snap is not allowed to have a designed run play. You must do something with the ball, either pitch it or throw it. And in a play like that, that's kind of a designed quarterback run with that short snap. I skimmed the rule book Yeah, all of yesterday, just trying to figure out the differences between the games. Two receivers bunched around the center with one spread out to the right. Ennis rolls to his right, stops, drops over, and incomplete. Oh, looks like he got it. So here comes fourth down for Maynooth. Got to get it to the end zone or force a defensive penalty on their second drive of this second half. Same formation as last time, two receivers around the center and one to the right. Snap comes, roll right, flag on the play. No matter what happens here, it looks like another shielding call from the center. As I believe UCD will decline the penalty, take the result of the play, which is a turnover on downs. So Maynooth's drive stalls after the interception, and they turn the ball over for UCD to try to mount this comeback. Can't get 21 on one play, but you can sure get closer. Two receivers left, one to the right. Snap comes, slight roll, throw over the middle, caught, getting through, making it around defenders, and a flag pull to bring up second and short. Joseph Cahill on that stop. For anyone new to flag football, and I certainly am, the offensive player is not allowed to flag guard. So remember how when you might have been playing with your friends when you were younger, for our American listeners, and you would try to swat their hand away? That is against the rules. So that is a lot of the reason why you'll see receivers put their arms up in the air when they have the ball, because they're against it would be against the rules for them to try to swat the hand away. We're ready for play. Motion from left to right. Snap comes, and it's a fumble snap. Miscommunication there from UCD. And I believe the down is going to count here against UCD. So this will be third down after the fumbled snap. So the UCD will try this again with one fewer down to get that midfield line. About 7 yards away. Got a declared blitzer running up the middle. Throw is long. It's going to be too long. Aiming for the end zone, receiver stopped midway there. Fourth down coming. UCD needs to get to that midfield line. The clock is ticking here on UCD. Down by 21, they need all the scores they can get in as little time as they can waste. Let's see what they've got here on the fourth down play. Snap comes. Here comes the throw. Going over the middle. Got it complete. Making the catch. Incredible. Going up the ladder to grab it. Sets up a first down. Looking for the goal line at around 4 or 3 yards to go. What a grab there for UCD to bring up a critical first down and scoring situation. Into the no rush zone. Two receivers left, one to the right. Everyone goes in and trying to make it through the middle. It's intercepted in that maze of players. Maynooth pulls yet another interception, their first of this half and their third of and their fourth of this game. My bad, their second of this half. Thank you for Durthang pointing out that that was Charlie Higgins on the incredible grab earlier. However, another interception for UCD as their offense has stalled out. Maynooth sets up their third drive after the return. Ennis once again in the backfield. Short toss, making the fumble. He could not keep control. Gur Canning was the intended receiver on that play. Had it for a moment, lost it. Gur recently signed up to join Dublin Rebels, so he will be back in against UCD next Saturday on March 1st. It'll be available right here on this channel as the snap comes for Ennis. Throw coming, completed pass, and a nice tackle. That was Olga Clavalier, PhD in chemistry. She says she's from the Alps, although it doesn't quite say which part of the Alps. The Alps is a large mountain range that spans a couple of different countries, so I'm not sure as the snap comes from Ennis. Waiting on somebody to get open. Olga's the first one open, getting around, but just able to make the flag pull. Is UCD a first down? That might have been gone for a TD. Yeah. Olga does not say which country of the Alps she's from, whether that's Switzerland, Italy, Austria. It just says the Alps. She's got a hand on the ball, looking to get it back to Ennis. Maynooth looking for their second touchdown of this half. Clavalier again making the catch, making some yardage gained to bring up second down. As I see the comment from Sean that he hasn't got a bull's notion as to what's going on here. Sean, I'm right there with you at times. I recently read the entire rulebook yesterday to try to get up to speed on how this goes. I'm much more of a tackle football watcher. This is, I think, only the third or fourth time I've ever watched flag football played at a competitive level. Short pass. Here comes the toss play. And Ennis unable to get around the flagpole. So now this brings up third down here from beyond the midfield line. 2 downs to get to the end zone. And right on cue, we lose the camera. And right on cue, we get it back. All receivers bunched around the center on this third down play. Maynooth is up 21. Snap comes, gotta throw it, gets it away, trying to make a shake and bake move, cannot get around the defense for the score. Fourth down coming. UCD is in a must-stop territory now. As it looks like UCD is going to call timeout, perhaps? Or is everybody just moving closer? Yeah, everyone's just moving close to the play. Apologies on the false announcement. Carry on as we are. Fourth down, looking for the end zone is Maynooth. Up 21, trying to go up 27. High snap. Ennis fields it. He can't run. He's got to throw it. Gets it over the middle, and it is a touchdown. Camera went a bit blurry, so I didn't see whether the ball was caught. (33-6), Maynooth piling on as they will set up to go for 1 from the 5-yard line. Ennis gets it out to the running back from the backfield. Touchdown once again. (34-6). Maynooth is showing why they are back-to-back InterVarsity champions. And UCD, this is their third time participating in intervarsities for flag football. And they're still looking to start a women's flag team for the upcoming Clada League. If you're a UCD student or know one, we encourage you to have them sign up and join it. As UCD gets their third drive going here in the second half, three receivers close to the center, a short snap. Here comes the pitch play. They can throw a forward pass. They opt to run, and it's going to get to close to a first down, but not quite. A nice run on the pitch to McGinnis. So second down and short coming up here. Defense lines up 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage, as by rule they have to. Declared rushers have been often coming up the middle, so tends to be that person who's doing the lunge, as the hand is up. Two receivers left, one to the right. McGinnis loads up and goes for it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, UCD! Now that was a catch and throw. UCD will line up to go for one. It would make the score 34-13. Trying to erase the previous score from Maynooth. Same formation as the previous play. Two receivers left, one to the right. Snap to McGinnis is low and fielded. McGinnis has got a rush, try to rush on, go into the corner of the end zone, incomplete. So UCD once again fails their conversion. Keeps the score at 34-12. Maynooth will set up to start their fourth drive of this half at the 5-yard line. Assuming the automated camera ever goes toward the ball, we'll be able to see this drive in its proper format. UCD will have one more game to play. Coming up around noon, it'll be against Trinity. As University of Limerick is hosting today's intervarsity matchups. Motion, Ennis has the snap. Rolling out left, at least as far as I could see from the defensive perspective. Flag pull for a second and medium. Time running out for UCD to mount their comeback, especially if Maynooth makes a long drive for a score here. Two receivers left, one to the right. Ennis will shuffle. Nobody's rushing him. Gets the pass away, and a flag gets pulled beyond the 50. Another first down for Maynooth. They've got to get to the goal line now. Wonder what the play is here for Maynooth, as it is a 25-second play clock between plays, but the time is kept on the field. And I'm not exactly sure when they start the clock, so any effort at knowing when that happens is disingenuous on my part. Making the reception is Rachel Keena. She gets her flag pulled after a short gain. One of many PhDs in chemistry on this Maynooth roster. She is from Dundrum, and this is her first time playing, getting some experience here as Maynooth has the lead. High snap, handled well, throw is over the middle, throw is caught, getting to the 5 and running out of bounds. .22 deficit for UCD as the clock winding down on their first game here in Intervarsities. Indeed, Durthang 1000. Definitely a shout out to the refs who've kept this game flowing. Limited penalties to speak of, so not a whole lot to stop the game for. So definitely a credit to the players for playing fair and for the referees for seeing it that way. NS rolls. Can't run. It's within the 5. Throws it to the back of the end zone, incomplete. This brings up 3rd and down. Maynooth on the drive, hunting for their 3rd touchdown of this half. For their 6th of the game, they've only successfully converted the point after try twice. As a touchdown here would likely put this game out of reach for UCD. Two receivers left, one to the right. Anna sets up. Motion coming closer to the right, completed the snap. He can't run. Throws it again, back of the end zone, and it is caught. That went into a maze of bodies, and I wasn't sure who came up with it. As Maynooth puts a 40 spot up on UCD. And teams are lining up. That looks like the end of the game. With UCD down by so many, the clock might have just kept running. And that's the end of that. So Maynooth pulls their first game, 40-12, the final score here. UCD unable to get a first victory in pool play. It will have to rely on Trinity College Dublin to defeat Maynooth in the next upcoming game for UCD to have a chance to move on. So we've got a lot of time now between now and the next game. So if anybody's got questions that they want to ask about UCD American football, we had a question earlier about my life. I'm more than happy to answer reasonable questions. I will tell you if I do not believe your question is reasonable, but UCD drops their first game in pool play 40-12 to Maynooth University. So UCD will play their next game coming up at around noon against Trinity College Dublin. Sorry, I'm texting the coach trying to see what the status is of whether we're going to see the next game played on this field or if I'm going to have to tap dance for an hour. So I do have rosters for these next games, as it will be Maynooth once again in the next game against Trinity. And I have yet to see Trinity's uniform, so I'm not exactly sure what they're going to be wearing. Yet to get a response as to whether the camera is going to go, because it's not a UCD game, and frankly, I'm not sure we want to capture that much footage from other teams. There will be a little bit of a delay from the schedule. It was a scheduled 9:30 start from University of Limerick, but a couple of different confluences of events happened to delay the precise start time for the games. Looks like Trinity. Oh, this is not going to be helpful for me. Maynooth came out in what looks to be a black uniform, and Trinity will also come out in what looks like a black uniform. So that's just lovely. Although I believe Trinity does have a red stripe to make them distinctive. Hooray. All right, so I do have confirmation. We are going to start streaming this next game between Trinity and Maynooth. We thank everybody again for joining all of us here as we continue our coverage of Pool A for UCD's participation in the AFI Flag Football Intervarsities. UCD lost their first game in pool play to Maynooth University's Hurricanes. And now Maynooth will look to go 2-0 and book their spot in the semifinals with a victory over Trinity College Dublin. Trinity today fields a roster of 11 players on the trip. They put 12 in their lineup card. Their captain, Jack Price, says he is there in spirit. Precise quote from the roster sheet: currently sticking pins in my Keelan O'Neill voodoo doll. I am American and I do not know what that means. I got a very interesting question from UCD's American football group chat that we all have. On a spectrum of colors, where does 7 go? I would say, hang on. That's not enough. That's not enough letters. I was trying to come up with a 7-letter color off the top of my head, and my first guess was purple. But that's 6. So I'm going to go with that until I can come up with a 7-letter color. So Also, there's a player on Trinity College whose name is only listed as Sebastian. He wears number 32, and listed in there in the roster sheet, gonna direct quote, genuinely nobody of us know his last name. End quote. So anyway, he's just gonna be Sebastian, like an old artist like Madonna or Cher or Sonny or Beckham or Trinity here lines up to go on offense in this first half. Over the middle, caught. Nope, incomplete. So Trinity's first pass is incomplete. Camera gets reset for second down. Motion comes. Throw coming, throw made, got the catch, making some yards, and a nice flag pull on the reception. Looks like Hanxing Wang, number 88. I am not saying what you put in the roster bio, dude. I'm not saying that. Nope, not doing it. So Trinity, this is their first drive of the game. Back to pass, making the throw, incomplete, fourth down coming. Second game of Pool A play. Trinity starting this first half with the ball. Got an interesting formation here. Pass sails on the quarterback, and that is a fumbled snap to bring up fourth down. Nope. That was fourth down. I must have missed a play. So on the turnover on downs, Maynooth will recover the ball, and they will start from their 5. I just got notified that UCD's head coach, Patty Sweeney, has to referee games now because, again, that's sort of how we do things here in Ireland. A lot of the coaches and players are double trained as referees. Too deep shell look here from Trinity on defense as Ennis back to pass, and I lost the play, so I'm not sure what happened. Clearly gained some yards because they're setting up here for second down closer to the midfield line. Again, if anybody's got questions for myself on behalf of UCD, for the American Football Club, anybody got questions, please put them in the chat. Ennis will pass, and he's got options short, making one here. Flag pull after the first down. Gur Canning looked like on the one on the rush. Maynooth on the charge for the fresh set of downs. It's a really interesting formation for Trinity in that two deep shell. And Maynooth is just going to keep taking that underneath pass. They're going to take that all day. All right, now let's see closer to the end zone what happens here as Trinity again playing deep. Rush comes in, got a great line to the quarterback, good run, but it's incomplete to bring up third down. No score here in this first half between Trinity with on defense and Maynooth University with the ball. As the teams are playing from Limerick today. got a man in the backfield. Ennis drops, goes to throw, got it underneath to the running back, in for the touchdown. Maynooth picks up exactly where they left off in the previous game, getting on the board for 6. And they will line up to go for 1 from the 5-yard line. Colm Ennis again, rolling to the right, looking for anybody open, throws across his body, and it is caught. I will have to take the official's word for it because the camera did not catch that. So 7-0 after teams exchange their first drive. Trinity back for their second drive of the half. Looking at a modified I formation like they're playing at University of Michigan from the 1960s. Pass over the middle completed. Second and medium coming here for Trinity. Turnover on downs was the result of their first drive. I'm curious for any of our new viewers, where are you tuning in from today? We've already got a couple of people tuning in from outside of Ireland, one from Amsterdam, one from Santa Barbara, California in the United States. Quick pass, quick catch, and nobody caught the flag. Defense for Maynooth is arguing for a flag guarding call. That's Christopher Marnell on the attempted stop. Flag did get pulled for a third down here on a catch by Hanqing Wang. I'm reading what you said in your bio, Hanqing. I am not saying that on air. Trinity here on third down and short. One receiver to the left is close to the backfield. High snap once again. That is the second drive in a row where the third down snap for Trinity has gone over the head of the quarterback. As UCD would be able to tell Trinity, you give Maynooth an opportunity to go score, you're going to have to keep up. And Trinity so far, self-inflicted errors in the last 2 drives. Fourth down here, need to get to that yellow line in the midfield. Throw comes over the middle, incomplete. Had 2 receivers, one relatively open, one a little more open, and yet another turnover on downs for the boys from Dublin 2. So Ennis and the Hurricanes are coming back out. They'll start their second drive from their own 5-yard line. Okay, this is a little embarrassing that I'm even Googling this. I just looked up colors with 7 letters. There's actually a lot. None of the, normal colors that people have, but definitely a lot. Man, how did I not think of that one? All right, I'll tell you all in the next play break. Ennis got it. Running clock, you're off the ready for play. Had a short pitch shot, and that'll be first down gain for second down. Here are a couple of colors that are 7 letters. Magenta, can't believe I missed that one. Crimson, I watch a lot of old WWE, so I should have known the crimson mask. Peacock, Didn't realize that was a color. I thought that was just an animal. Fuchsia, which was something that several friends of mine made a joke of years ago. Ennis, all sorts of time to throw, ends up dumping it off underneath as Trinity takes away the deep play, and they can't seem to get the flag until he's beyond midfield. So what should have been just a short game for Maynooth ends up being a first down. So if you're ever looking for a color that's 7 letters, crimson and magenta are 2 that I definitely should have known. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled football talk in this portion of the show. Ennis has the snap again, rolling right, blitzes on, passes to the center, and it is completed at the sideline. Looks as if that person ran out of bounds. Nope, stayed inbounds. Going to set up third and short. Not a whole lot left to get here for this touchdown. Maynooth leads 7-0 after their first drive was a success. There is a player on Trinity with the number 10. You might be able to see that person. Nobody on the roster is listed as number 10, so I have no clue who you are. So thanks for not helping. As a flag came off somewhere around midfield, and one of the officials, I believe that's the side judge, has to go retrieve it. Ennis waits, Ennis gets, has to throw, looking back at the end zone again, throws it underneath, dropped. Nicely done to break up the pass, keeping Maynooth out of the end zone. Looks like that was Brendan Georgila. Thank goodness he put a pronunciation guide in his name for this commentary sheet that I was given prior to today, because otherwise I would not have said it that way. Ennis rolling right, has it man open, throws back of the end zone, pop up pass, and it's complete. Another touchdown, Maynooth. (13-7). They will line up to go for 1. Ennis has a man in the backfield. Fakes the pitch. Rolling right. Back of the end zone, and one-handed snag is I believe that was a catch. Comment section, help me out here. Comment section, I need a little bit of help. Was that a conversion? Because otherwise I have the wrong score, and that's not good. Drop back, looking for a deep shot and missing the interception on first down. Trinity playing dangerously with that deep coverage. Second down coming up. Comment section, I need a little bit of help. If you can go back to that last conversion play and tell me whether or not that was a completed conversion for 1 point, that'd be very helpful. Because if it was, I have the wrong score up. Pass coming. Over the middle. Got it complete. Not a whole lot gained. A short gain here for Trinity sets up a long third down. Need to get to that yellow line. Trinity lining up in bunch formation. Flag coming in on the play. We'll see what this call is. Pass is completed over the middle. It will set up fourth down if this is a declined offensive penalty. So let's see what the call is. Thrown by the down judge on the near sideline. And I believe whoever penalty was called in favor of is going to decline the penalty. At least that's the signal I saw. Or not. Wow, they accepted that, and it's a big one. All right, so third down coming here. 2 declared runners. 3 back in coverage. 1 stays back. Double pass coming. Throws it over, and incomplete. A lot of shake and bake. A lot of razzle-dazzle, but nothing doing here for Trinity as it is yet another turnover on downs. Apologies, had to cough. So Maynooth is going for their third touchdown of the half to potentially put this game out of reach without really any time going off. We're still in the first half here from University of Limerick. Pool A play is looking like it is Maynooth's to lose. Ennis has a man in motion, sends it out, rolls to the motion side, gets it over the middle, and it's complete. Making several moves as a flag comes in. This might be flag guarding against the receiver. And it looks like instead it's a defensive penalty. And they're marching off the yards. This is going to gift a first down to Maynooth. 13-0 Maynooth leads, as nobody in the comment section corrected me whether that was a converted catch in the previous touchdown drive. So I'm going to assume that it wasn't caught because I didn't see a touchdown signal, although the camera went out pretty blurry. Ennis loaded up, couldn't find anybody, throws it, and gets it away before the pass counter goes to nothing. Another catch for Canning. That's Clavalier, number 8, not 9. Thanks, everybody, for sticking with us on UCD American Football's YouTube channel. Coverage of Pool A in the Flag Football Intervarsities. Maynooth with 1 win already over UCD. Now looking for a clean sweep. It's a short snap, pitch back. Ennis loads up and has to go back to the woman who pitched it to him. That's Olga Clavalier. They're on second down. I really could use one of those down counters like referees have in the NFL where they wrap it around a finger to denote what down it is. 2 receivers bunched around the center. Ennis has it. Ennis rolls. Ennis lines up to throw, and it's caught, making a run, gets around 1, can't get around a second. Maynooth on the march here, setting up another fourth down with goal to go. Tight formation here for Maynooth as the defense for Trinity tightens accordingly around it. Everyone bunched around the center. Hurricanes will take their sweet time waiting for the play to start, trying to bleed as much clock as they can on this offensive drive. Here comes the throw across his body, makes the catch, gets around a defender, and another touchdown for Omosigo. That will make it 19-0. Three drives, three touchdowns for Maynooth in this first half. Ennis lines up for the 1-point conversion. Gets to the 5-yard line, throws back to the end zone, and it is complete. Now that signal I definitely saw. 20-0 Maynooth on top over Trinity. The visitors from Kildare making a statement here. Trinity getting back on offense for their third drive. And quarterback, Zach. As this one is just in front of the goal line, so not a safety. As perhaps, nope, it was. Two extra points for Maynooth coming here on that safety. Trinity has just not been able to get anything going offensively. They've yet to make it across the midfield line. And now Maynooth takes over after getting two extra points there on defense. Ennis in the gun. Ennis rolls right. And he shakes, fakes, gets of the way. No flag has been pulled yet. Getting across the first down line. Player falls. That was Gur Canning, a shifty receiver who UCD will see again next week as part of the Dublin Rebels matchup at UCD Astro Field on UCD's campus in Dublin 4. Receiver to the right comes left. Ennis is lining up, loading up, going for it all. Catch made. And it is short, but nope, touchdown. Late signal from the referees eventually gives Maynooth yet another score. 28-0. Maynooth is piling on here in this first half. Maynooth will line up to go for one, make it a 29-point lead. Up by 30, the officials are allowed to declare a running clock for the remainder of the game. Ennis snaps, gets it. Vision's kind of blurry. I can't really see who he's throwing to. Back end zone pylon, and it is caught for the 1-point conversion. 29-0. Trinity College Dublin is in deep, deep trouble. Every drive from here for Trinity feels like a gotta have it drive. As I put my notes from the last game away for the time being. Let's see what Trinity's squad has in store for all of us. Tight formation once again. Quick out to the left and incomplete. Trinity has struggled to move the football. Back to pass again, over the middle, caught, flagpole right away. Yardage able to be gained. However, this brings up third down and still a bit of a ways to go. Trinity is keeping with this tight formation. High snap, handled well. Throw is to Ching, who is to Wang, and who is able to get something, but not get the first down. Fourth down coming as Trinity now keeping the ball and going quick. Keep this tight formation. They really like using this. Loading up, going for it all, and incomplete. Fourth and short, they opted to go long, and it ended up getting nothing. Nope, that's just a player's flag. Sorry, the yellow flags used for the players on the field as well as for the officials. That is a confusing thing every now and again. So Trinity yet to have a single play in Maynooth's territory as Maynooth takes over the football once more. 29-0. The Hurricanes on top. We're coming up on halftime, so if you've got questions, put them in the chat. I might be able to answer some of them. Rushes on. Ennis gets it away. Short pass is all he can muster. Making a few moves, getting around some defenders, and Maynooth continues to rack up yards. Maynooth is content to just wait. They've got a 29-point lead. There's no real need for them to do very much, as I believe a penalty was called on the play that is allowing Maynooth to get another first down, added on to an already good play. Man, Maynooth is showing themselves to be the class of the league right now. I'm not sure what's going on in Pool B between Munster Technical, University of Ulster, and University of Limerick. However, Maynooth is looking like it's a good time. UCD will play their next game immediately after this one ends. So right around noon, maybe around 12:15, depending on how late this game goes. Pass comes on first down, complete, and it'll be beyond the sideline for a second down and short heading up toward the goal. As Chris, I see your question in the chat. UCD is next going to play Trinity, as even if Maynooth wins this game and moves on to the next round, Trinity and UCD absolutely do not want the other to win that game. Both want to come away with something from this intervarsity day. Chris, I see your comment in the chat about Charlie McEnnis. If you want to convince him to come out to training on Monday or Wednesday of next week, have him come out. Maynooth bunching up again. Got one in the backfield. Snap comes to the man in the backfield. Pitch back to Ennis. Ennis is able to run, but he's opting to try to pass. Camera's going a bit blurry, and he's still got the ball. I guess there's no pass counter on the guy who takes the pitch. What a throw. What a catch. Back of the end zone, touchdown again. Maynooth is piling on 5 drives, 5 touchdowns here in this first half. $35-0. Maynooth in control. Chris, you are not imagining things. UCD is not playing right now. So there are new players on the flag team, but UCD is not the one on the field. Maynooth has it going for one from the 5. Lines up, goes for it, gets the complete touchdown once again. Add 1 for the conversion. That's their 3rd conversion on the play. 36-0. Maynooth is putting this game to rest with 1 half still to go. Oh, Chris, yes, in the last game. Yes, there are some new players on the roster this year who did not play in the previous years. I will say, if they played the previous years, not a whole lot of people made that much of it. Tom McKenniff remarked that he played for UCD in the kidded football. A couple players talk about how they've played other sports as Trinity lines up to start their next drive. Down 36 now. Loading up, trying to go for it all on one play, and unable to make the catch. Trinity went for a home run right away to try to get something back on the board, and it ends up getting them no yards. 2nd down coming up on Trinity's 6th drive of the half. They've had a lot of short drives. Turnover on downs, turnover on downs, turnover on downs, safety, turn it over on downs. Variety, the spice of life. Quarterback throws, looking deep again, over the middle, and it's picked off. Maynooth's got it again. Running across midfield, gets the flag pull. A great pick from Josh Harris, the 3rd-year astrophysics student. So, as a measure of variety, Trinity has now turned the ball over via the interception and on down several times. As now there's a 4th official in this crew. In the previous game, there were only 3. All right, with this break in the action, we just had a request for information on some of the new UCD players. So I will say prior to the game restarting, so we've got a couple of new ones. Grace Mejia is number 10. I didn't see her enter the game in the previous action. She says she's never played flag a day in her life, so we're going to eventually see her play. Ben Zubarek, he wears number 9 for UCD. He came in on a couple of plays in the last game. We've got Elena McGrath, who is a food science student at UCD. She's trying to fit into an American sport per her bio. She wears number 41. We've got Amer Abdallah. His main sports are basketball and soccer. He's an engineering student from Limerick, so he's playing at least in his home county. And number 42 for UCD, Diego Conley Leonardi, hyphenated last name, by the way. Hometown of New York City. I don't know which borough. He didn't say. He says his player comparison is Marshawn Lynch, which is not exactly conducive to flag football because he was known more for running over people. His self-reported 40-yard dash time is 4.39. That doesn't seem true. Okay, very well then. Then there's Charlie Higgins, Emily Houston, who was doing a lot of the snapping duties for UCD, Kai Castle, who compares himself to 2024 Odell Beckham Jr. I'm not sure if that's a mistype where Kai meant to say 2014, because 2014 OBJ was incredible to watch. So yeah, that's the roster that UCD brought for flag football. They're still trying to get a flag football team for this upcoming Clada League. They're just trying to start an all-women's team, to be specific. But here in this intervarsity game is where I believe this is halftime, because nobody's come out to play and Trinity's going to switch sides. So Maynooth is up 36-0 right now on Trinity. Last drive of the half ended with an interception. Javon Jones, is that a question for me, or is that a question for the chat? I'm going to try to get UCD American football to ask me some questions in the YouTube chat. Oh, questions for anyone. I'll put it this way, Javon. I am not the person to ask. I am not the greatest evaluator of talent, except at the obvious level, and especially not in the flag football variety. This is, I think, only the second or third time I've ever watched flag football played at a competitive level. So I am not the person to ask. Sorry for punting on your question, as we're still sitting here at halftime. Another 20 minutes, likely going to be a running clock with the score here for Maynooth at 36-0. As Maynooth will get a break until their next contest, likely in the semifinals against whoever won Pool B. I do not have scores to report from the other games in Pool B. Right now, the game going on would be Munster Technical University against the University of Ulster College, Elks. There was an earlier game between Munster Tech and University of Limerick. And UCD's coach, Patrick Sweeney, put in the chat, he believed at the time it was 37 over Munster. So the officials are back out on the field. Looks like halftime is over. Get a little bit of water and lubricate the voice. As we'll see what Trinity College is able to do now. It has been a difficult go for Trinity in this game. Offense is yet to get beyond the midfield line on any play. Maynooth, on the other hand, 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, including 3 one-point conversions. That's how we get ourselves to 36-0 as Maynooth takes over on offense. I see your question, Durthang 1000. Let's call this first play. Ennis lines up again for Maynooth as the second half gets underway. Going for a long ball here and incomplete pass. Sets up second down. UCD American football contact football strip. You're gonna need to help me out. I'm not sure what that means in this context. I don't know what the word strip is used for here. Second down coming. First drive of the half. Oh, uniform. Okay. Catch made. Nicely done by Omosigo, and Almost see him go. Almost for a first down. It sets up third down and short. Uniform. I've only seen UCD football play in two uniforms. I saw them play in the dark blue for the intervarsity game last fall, and I saw them play in the baby blue uniforms during the joint practice with the Belfast Trojans. I prefer the baby blues personally. I think they look really clean on that field. But as a broadcaster, the dark blues have better legible numbers. So, man, it's not an easy question for me to answer because I've only seen UCD football play in two uniforms. As motion comes, and interesting snap here as they try to throw it back. They get it back to Ennis. A flag comes in, perhaps for illegal contact. Maynooth might get bailed out here on this play. As Trinity trying to defend the pass ended up making contact with the thrower, and that is not allowed. So the referees are going to march off a first down here for Maynooth. So final answer, I'll go with the dark blues simply because I think the numbers are better to watch from a broadcasting perspective. Believe me, I have many a pet peeve about sports teams and their broadcasting uniforms. There are a couple of Facebook groups I'm in for broadcasters back in the United States. Intermediate blue uni. Okay. I hope we'll see it this year then. I haven't seen it yet. I'll tell you the rest of the story after this play. Ennis sets a high snap, able to field it, throw, and no catch. Brings up second down. So I'm in a couple of different Facebook groups for broadcasters, and one of the top complaints that I see, evergreen complaints, is when schools don't give uniforms that have legible numbers and legible nameplates if the school has nameplates. It's always funny to see what people come up with for their pictures of those uniforms. I've seen several black on black. I've seen purple on black. I've seen white outline on a black uniform. Awful. I don't care how good it looks on a store shelf. It looks terrible on television. Ennis running. Ennis can't get beyond, and he'll throw it away. Third down coming. So Trinity's defense is so far doing fine on this drive, looking to stop Maynooth for the first time. Number 40 on UCD is Thomas, I'm probably going to butcher this name, Ciavaro from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So Thomas Ciavaro. It might be Chiavaro or it might be Kiev. It might be a different pronunciation on that last name. Ennis from midfield throws and making the catch is Omosigo. Omosigo down the sideline. He gets all the way in. 6 drives, 6 touchdowns for Maynooth as they just keep scoring. They will line up to go for 1. Des Omosigo put in his bio, he said he could very well be him. Today, he definitely is for Maynooth, easily one of the more valuable players on the offensive side. Ennis looking over his options. Trinity has a rush on. He escapes the rush, throws it to the back of the end zone, and it is complete, I think. Camera went blurry at the worst time. I couldn't quite tell. It doesn't look like he got it because there was no signal from the white hat referee. So it stays 40-0. Trinity throws an interception for a pick six. Goodness gracious. As if today couldn't get any worse. So the defense now comes up with their 8th point. Wow, this is incredible. Guys, give me more questions to answer because this game is not doing it on a commentary for drama. Catch is made for the conversion. 47-0. Wow, at least UCD scored against Maynooth. Goodness. All right. Trinity's offense is going back on the field, having given 8 points away, now 9 points away to Trinity in 2 drives of their 7 so far. A safety and a pick six. This time it's caught by a Trinity player. So please, chat, if you've got questions. This game is very much out of reach, so I'm looking for anything and anything to talk about. You can even ask me what I'm watching on streaming services or what's in my DVR. I've got plenty of things to talk about. You heard how long my answer was on my favorite UCD uniform, so I've got plenty of things to say. Second down coming here for Trinity. Turthang with the question of the day. Could I improve this Trinity team even though I have no athletic ability? Rushes on, throw made, going all the way and diving incomplete. Looking for Joe Weidger. He came from, this is an interesting bio for Joe. He made the switch to American football after his team in rugby went 0-16 last year. Gotta tell you, I still don't think I could make this Trinity team better. I am not a fast runner. I'm not a strong thrower. Throw comes, and this one's caught. This one's a catch here on third down for James O'Leary, who calls himself the undisputed GOAT. I'm just giving you what he said. So now fourth down, it looks like upcoming here. Trinity's got to get this to the yellow line. Yeah, I do not think I could improve this Trinity team, at least on the field. That's for sure. High snap, fielded well. Going all the way, and it's all the way to the ground. Incomplete. I see your comment, Durthang. I actually don't know how goats run because I've never seen it happen. I grew up in a city. What do you want me to do? So anyway, another turnover on downs as Trinity fails again to make it past the first down marker. So Maynooth, let's see if they can keep this perfect streak of getting a touchdown on every drive alive. And they've even got a touchdown on defense to boot. My dream co-commentator. Oh God, I've got so many answers for this. Thomas Telford asking the right questions of me. All right. If I'm in the play-by-play chair, my dream color guy is John Madden. No doubt, absolutely 100% John Madden. If I'm in the analyst's chair and I have to bounce ideas off of somebody, ooh, that's a harder question. Maynooth lines up to pass. Ennis is still in there for throwing, gets it underneath, gets it to go, and a good gain here. And another catch from Omasigo. And that's a really hard question. On the analyst chair, mm, I'd love to work with prime Al Michaels. Like right now, I'm not sure I get a word in. He talks a lot. I love him still with Kirk Herbstreit. Ennis now on the catch, unable to make it. What is my takeaway food of choice? Is there any food Ireland does better than the States? So, okay, better is a relative term. I will point that out here. So I don't want to get anybody super upset about my food takes. My takeaway food of choice is honestly pizza because you can't really go wrong with pizza. There's a couple of really good spots by where I live. Passes back, a backup quarterback is in, looking for Omasigo again, and Omasigo, he did not make the catch. So Trinity will take over on downs. For the first time, Trinity College Dublin stops Maynooth University on the drive. So again, I like doing takeaway for things I don't make for myself. Like I can make myself most things. I'm a fine cook. I'm not a great cook for other people because I cook what I like. So I like going out for pizza because I find it really just difficult to make here with the right stuff. Passes on, throw is made, get the catch. So Trinity gets a good start on this drive as there's a number 12, but I don't see a number 12 on the roster, so I have absolutely no idea who that is. Catch was by Joe Weidger again. Any food Ireland does better than the States? I mean, you can't really say much. Fish and chips, they definitely do better here. I have had I have had a better percentage with chicken wings here than with chicken wings in the US because there are some spots in the US as Joe Weidger gets the first down for Trinity College Dublin all day. There are some chicken wings places in the US that's their thing and they just don't do it well, and that stinks. Like again, chicken wings are chicken wings the same way ice cream is ice cream. And in the backfield, snap on, throw made, and intercepted once again. Maynooth takes another turnover on the day. That is their third interception of Trinity. Wow. I will say also about Irish food. I've lost weight here in Ireland just eating the food here. Like, the quality is that much better across the board on so many things. Even the American style bacon that you all have here in grocery stores, it's better for me than the American bacon I can get in the US, or at least for the most part. Omastigo again making the catch through traffic. He dances around coverage, and a tackle by Brendan Georgila stops the play. So Omasigo, he's showing up here as the receiver spot for Maynooth. He'll get a nice break before going into the playoff round here, as Maynooth definitely is on the march and still going. Flag on the play. See what this is. As given the way that the teams are backing up, it looks like it is against Maynooth. So first down on the repeat play here after the penalty. Again, got more questions, put them in. We got plenty of time to talk. Snap comes, throw made, catch underneath. No, it's incomplete. Looking for Josh Harris, number 80. Throw here on second down is broken up, incomplete, as the new quarterback in for Maynooth is number 8, Olga Clavalier. Clavalier was working as the center, the snapper is the term in this game, earlier in this game as well as against UCD. So they're giving her a chance here at quarterback. I'm not sure what she means when she put in her bio, ironically not tall. I'm not 100% sure what that refers to. Olga drops back and throws, and this one is well wide and incomplete. There is a flag late on the play in the backfield. Late flag comes in, and it looks like it is against Trinity. So even when Trinity can get off the field and force the incompletion, they give up an automatic first down penalty. Wow. Trinity's flag football team has got some work to put in. Motion off the right. Olga gets the snap, throws it over the middle, looking for the sliding catch. Nope, incomplete. Second down coming. And wait. One official said it was incomplete. One official said touchdown. All right. What's going on here? Yes, sure thing. UCD plays Trinity next. Okay. This was really close to where the original line of scrimmage is and also the 1-point conversion line. So I'm not sure if this is a conversion or a point. I guess we're about to find out. Throw comes, throw is into the end zone, so it's a touchdown either way, or at least it's a point in the end zone either way. Goodness gracious. All right. So that was a touchdown plus conversion. $54-0 as Trinity takes over for their fourth drive of the half. They had 6 drives in the first half. 4 of them finished with turnovers on downs. 1 was a safety, and they threw an interception to end the half. Now here in the second half, a pick 6, turnover on downs, and an interception as this drive begins with a drop ball for a first down play. So the next game in this stream will be University College Dublin versus Trinity, as UCD is currently resting and likely scouting their opponent here, Trinity, in the black and red. Bunch formation, low snap, throw coming, and it's over top, incomplete, but a flag on the coverage. Receiver number 0, James O'Leary, was the one they were trying to get the ball to. Curious here. They're signaling the penalty, but because they're signaling the opposite sideline, I can't exactly see what the call is. And it looks like it was against Trinity, so never mind all that. Third down coming. Back to pass, over the middle, looking for a receiver, and it is incomplete. I really miss the down counter on the sideline. Anyway, Trinity lines up to go for it on fourth down. Not a whole lot of other options. Trinity has run a grand total of one play in Maynooth's half, and it was intercepted. Pass coming, got a long way to go for him, and he's able to get free down the sideline. Trinity is on the board. James O'Leary breaks free, breaks contain, keeps the flags on, and Trinity is on the board. The reason I'm so excited is because it's something to talk about. That was an incredible run by O'Leary. All right. They're going to line up to go for two from the 10. O'Leary in motion. 12 is back to pass. I don't know your name. They throw underneath, and he is not going to have the same luck as O'Leary. Failed conversion keeps the score at 54-6. Maynooth coming back out on offense. All right. Chat, got any more questions to ask? We're coming down to the wire on this game. I will be taking a bathroom break between this game and the UCD game. So I'll put up a graphic and just you guys can stay, you can ask questions, you can give each other trouble. And oh, the game is over. It looked like the defense was coming back on the field, but I guess with the running clock due to the margin of victory, that will do it. Maynooth moving on, 40 in the first game and 54 in the next game. So 54-6 is your final in this contest as Maynooth puts up over 100 points in their two games here in the Flag Football Intervarsities. All right, everybody. So in between games, I am going to take the opportunity to utilize the bathroom. So if anybody's got questions or things that they want to talk about or things that they want me to answer, put it in the chat and I will get back to it momentarily. UCD and Trinity is coming up next. All right, everybody, welcome back. Good to see everyone is still here. Once again, I'm Max Walpoff. I will be the commentator for UCD American football's tackle football team this year. I was given the opportunity to be part of this team and be their commentator for this season in the fall. I ran with it, and I'm going to stick to it. So UCD here will have their next contest up against Trinity College. These two used to be rivals in tackle football as well until Trinity canceled their team. So, UCD lost earlier today to Maynooth. It was 40-12. And Maynooth definitely did very well throughout the course of the game, but Maynooth just put up 54 against Trinity, and Trinity ran a single play from the offensive side, from the offensive half of the field. So, we may not have time to get to a lot of your chat questions because I would hope this game is going to be closer and more interesting to wrap up pool play and send one of these teams to the basement at 0-2 and one team to second place at 1-1. If you've got questions for me about life, about the world, we've already had a question about who's my dream co-commentator. We've had questions of what color is 7, and crimson is the one I'm going to go with because I went to Boston University, and one of the schools that we played a lot of game against was Harvard, and they are known as the Crimson. So, UCD and Trinity cross-county rivals. Chad, I'm looking for questions. UCD began their quarterback play with Charlie Higgins to start their previous game, and Tom McEniff came in midway through. McEniff did win the Shamrock Bowl last season with UCD football. He has 2 years of experience with UCD as well as with the Irish Wolfhounds national squad, as UCD will take the sideline closest to the camera, and Trinity will take the sideline furthest away from the camera. 20 minutes running clock for each half. It'll be 2 halves of football. There is no defer. You either choose offense or defense to start the game, and whoever doesn't choose offense and defense gets to choose which end of the field they want to defend. So, Trinity's captains will meet UCD's captains at midfield, and we will have yet another coin toss to determine who goes first. Thrilled you've decided to join us wherever you're watching from. We've already had a few international viewers tune in from Amsterdam, one from as far away as Santa Barbara, California, where at the time he was tuning in, I think it was 2 in the morning. So thanks for supporting the club. And it looks like UCD will be starting on the right. Have I watched the Shamrock Bowl from last year? Yes, I did. I watched that as one of my research pieces into the team and the style of play and into just how things go and how things go in this league and the level of play. I still don't know who number 12 is for Trinity, and I'm not sure I will ever know because nobody with the number 12 is on their roster sheet today. There is somebody who doesn't have an assigned number, but I'm not going to assume that's the same person because that would not be fair. So right now, number 12 for Trinity is a mystery as UCD comes out on offense to start the game. But yes, I have watched the Shamrock Bowl from the previous season. UCD first pass play, coming over the middle with the pass, just out of reach, incomplete. Looking for Kai Castle. Second down coming here for UCD. Durthang 1000, do you have any specific questions about what I thought about it, or just want to know if I watched it? McEniff drops back. McEniff's got a rush on, makes the throw, catch made. Here comes the run, and Higgins able to get free. Flag did get pulled after the first down marker. So already UCD on the march here with the offense. See if UCD can take advantage of their relative freshness after not playing for the last half hour or so and take advantage of a tired Trinity team that just got 54 put up on them. Long throw on the ball. Here it goes into the end zone and it's touchdown. Wow. Too bad the camera didn't catch it because I'm sure it was awesome. UCD is on the board first. My thoughts on the MVP pick. How do you not pick Tom Donovan in that game? He had easily the most electric play of the day. He had an incredible, consistent effort throughout the day. I can understand putting the argument for others in there who also had good games, but I think Donovan was the standout. Throw to the left side, and it's good for one. So UCD on their first drive puts themselves in front by 7. So Trinity is on the back foot already. I see your comment, Durthang. I know Pete had a good game. I would have picked Tom personally, and I think in the end, I think Tom was the right pick because I would have picked him. We thank everybody for joining us throughout the course of today's contest. Trinity starts the play with a snap, and camera didn't quite catch the reception, but broken up on the play, incomplete. Brings up second down. Anyone got more questions? I'm more than happy to answer them. I'm more than happy to just make up an answer too, although that wouldn't seem fair to you. Trinity tries again here, second down. Rush coming up the middle and dropped. Interception was dropped. Third down coming. As if this camera could ever move just a little bit to the left, I'd be able to see the entire play. Perfect snap right into the body and overshot the receiver to the right side. Incomplete. Brings up fourth down. UCD went the first drive and marched quickly down the field for 7. Trinity did not score in the previous game against Maynooth until their final play of the game. And they only ran one play from the offensive half of the field, which was intercepted. Fourth down throw, fourth down coming. Blitz was on, and it is intercepted. Running it all the way back. UCD with a pick 6. So Trinity gifts a touchdown to UCD's defense. And now UCD will line up for the conversion. camera quality is starting to fade here at 2.5 hours. Short snap, it's low. Gotta throw it into the back of the end zone. Watching for the signal. It's incomplete. 13-0 is still the score. What do I think of flag coming to the Olympics, and what would my Team USA offense and defense be? All right, I'm going to answer the first question because it's way easier, and I don't know enough people to put on the team, so I'm not sure what to do without the second one. I think this is a really interesting spot for the United States to be in as the host nation of the Olympics to try putting this in the games. I think it's a really fun opportunity for countries to get on that stage and have players potentially get noticed. Trinity drops back to pass here on first down. Almost intercepted back to back. Man, if that's caught, that's another pick six. I don't think I've ever seen two pick sixes on uh, two straight. So yeah, I do think flag football is going to be a fun Olympic sport. I think it will be a good time to be a fan of football. It's a good summer thing, especially I do believe NFL players will try to make the team. I'm not sure if they'll be chosen. Pitch play and on the run forward pass dropped incomplete. It looked like might have gone beyond the line of scrimmage for that pass. Oh well, third down coming. So I think flag football coming to the Olympics is a really good opportunity for the U.S. to showcase this sport, and especially for the NFL to promote flag, especially and flag only, because this is what is a easier entry point for a lot of people. Tackle football is really expensive in the United States to be part of, and tackle football is also declining participation, but flag is next to pickleball the most popular sport to join in the U.S. Back to pass, looking for the first down right away. Got it, and it is dropped. Shuban Thope, number 1, dropped that ball. We got Jonathan tuning in from the Philippines. Hello from the Pacific. Wow. Fourth down coming here for Trinity. UCD up by 2 scores already after just one drive. Trinity gifted them the other points on the interception. UCD could not make the conversion. Let's see if Trinity's offense has a long play in them as the camera freezes momentarily. Back to throw. Got somebody with a completed pass, but not enough for the first down. Turnover on downs. Trinity fails to get to the offensive half. Yeah, I have no idea what Team USA is going to do for the upcoming Olympics for flag football. I don't know if USA football is going to stick with the flag roster or if NFL players are going to just start declaring themselves open to going. I know Patrick Mahomes already wants to go. I'm sure Jalen Hurts would love to go. And you can't do a tush push in flag football, so I'm not sure what the plan is there. Yeah, I really don't know who you would pick because you've got to pick people, especially if the rosters are going to be really small, pick people who are versatile offense and defense. I may have talked myself into thinking Travis Hunter might try to go. I'm not sure. I really don't know what Team USA is going to do or if there's going to be enough people to have full offense, full defense. First down UCD. McGinnis calling for people to go long, all the way with the pass, and judging from the reactions of the players, it is incomplete. Or the trouble of not having manually operated cameras is that sometimes the cameras don't react fast enough. Second down coming, UCD spreads out their receivers, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Dennis points something out in the two deep shell coverage. They fake the pitch underneath, looking for something long, going all the way past the midfield line and broken up. 1 second. As we approach third down, I'm going to pull the curtain here so that the lighting's not as harsh on my face. It was good for a fill light earlier, but now that it's trying to be the key light, it is doing a bit too much. So third down coming up here. UCD flips the formation, two to the left, one to the right. Snap comes to McInnes. Hunting for somebody, had a guy open, and oh my goodness, he dropped the pass in a catchable area, and now it's fourth and forever. UCD up 13-0. We thank all of you for joining us. Be sure to click subscribe and sign up for alerts so that you know next time we go live. Our next scheduled broadcast is March 1st against Dublin Rebels in the home opener of the American Football Ireland League. A rematch of last year's semifinals. It's going to be a fun one. It's really going to be a good matchup. McInnes loads up, goes for it, got a man open, incomplete. Turnover on downs as UCD is unable to get that going. Do I prefer commentary on dynamic games with fewer breaks or structured games like football or softball? So I prefer dynamic games, but my version of a dynamic game is ice hockey, which if you've never watched ice hockey, I fully encourage you to do so. There's something about being able to slip into instinct mode and just talk about what you see without having to think. I love baseball. I really love baseball commentary where you can stretch out a story, you can talk about a lot of things. You have a lot of things to talk about as well. I do love calling football. I think this is really enjoyable. But there's something just more satisfying about having a dynamic game that moves back and forth, doesn't stop much. Trinity gets the pass off, and it's completed toward the sideline, running in. Flag pulled just before the first down. As we get confirmation, Ben Zubarek had the pick six for UCD. Thanks for that, Durthang. I really appreciate you. It's a little difficult to see the numbers with the camera frequently going from 280 to 420 or something for pixels. Second down, Trinity, and this ball is incomplete. Bring up third down and short. Still looking to get their first play from the offensive side of the field. Trinity, a bunch formation. They ran this a lot against Maynooth, very frequently with no success. And it's a long ball here. Was that intercepted? Nope, it was just incomplete. So fourth down coming here for Trinity. Got to get to that yellow line at midfield. Static first down marker. As I may have miscounted the downs again, haven't I? Actually, I guess that was intercepted. My ability to see the plays is so dependent on this camera's streaming quality. So anyway, second interception of the day for Trinity. sets up the third drive for UCD. 13-0. Offense has gone 1 for 2 on their drives, a touchdown plus a 1-point conversion. On one of those interceptions, UCD returned it for a pick six, coming from Ben Zubarek. Two receivers right, one to the left. Motion coming behind the play. They fake the pitch, and now they give the pitch. Run play here on, and trying to get some yards. They get a little bit of that distance to go before the first down, but not enough for the reset of the chains. Second down coming. Guinness again has the ball. Second down throw, loading up for the touchdown throw, and it is caught. I'm judging solely by the reactions of the players that ball was caught by UCD because the camera did not catch it. All right, so we're all about to learn together whether this play is the conversion or whether it's just a down. At the 5, UCD will line up in the same formation they just had, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. It's a bit low. Throw back of the end zone, and looks like it's incomplete. So we see as the referee brings a couple players together, talk about something. Yeah, Durthang, you're telling me it's frustrating. I understand it's probably frustrating as well as a viewer, but for me, as someone who is being told to talk about what I'm seeing, and I can't see whether it gets into the end zone or not. If you really want to see me get frustrated, go back and on our YouTube channel, the InterVarsity game is on there, and there's a part of the game. It's late in the game where two people for UCD are playing catch on the sideline, and it drags the camera away from a touchdown play. And I was trying to hold back my opinions. So it did look like that was the conversion try. So UCD is up 19-0 on Trinity. 2 for 3 on offensive drives. UCD is so far. Touchdowns on both. One of them was a conversion. Oh, that was you. Well, all right. Trinity will line up here at offense. This is their fourth go around with the ball. Has the snap. Blitz coming in. Throw it over the middle, and it is incomplete. Looking outside numbers to set up just anything to get points on the board here. Catch made for second down conversion, and it's close to that first down line. So third down coming here for Trinity. Still just one play in the offensive half for Trinity this day, and that came in the first half of the previous game against Maynooth, and that play was subsequently intercepted. So, bunch formation. Trinity setting up third down here. Loading up, can't find anybody open. Going sideline, got a man over the side for a first down. Another catch for James O'Leary. So, Trinity sets up for their first play from offensive territory. Let's see if UCD can repeat what Maynooth did in the previous game and intercept Trinity. Receivers each side with a runner in the back. And two players collide. Officials hands on the flags, no penalty thrown. So it will just be a second down coming. Thank everybody for joining us. This is looking like it'll be our final game streamed today, as I'm not given that only one team from each pool moves on to the next round. Maynooth won twice, so I'm assuming that'll be them in Pool A. I do not have results from Pool B. I apologize about that. And right now, the officials are talking with players about I believe about the most recent play where two players collided with one another. The flag football rules state right on the first page that the point of the game is to avoid as much contact as possible. I guess that's what helps differentiate it from tackle football. Second down coming here, as there was no penalty called, but referees deciding to go for it, as UCD playing a deep shell here. Rushes on, over the middle, caught. And slipping away and through defenders, touchdown on the play for Trinity. Shuban Thope gets Trinity on the board. Interesting choice here for Trinity. They will go for 2 to make this an 11-point game. Snap comes, eye level. Coverage is really good. Catch is even better at the back pylon. Trinity gets a 2-point conversion, and they are on the board with 8. And we've lost the camera momentarily. So, score recap, UCD is up 19-8. They've scored touchdowns on 2 of their 3 offensive drives. Trinity just got on the board for the first time on their 4th offensive drive with a 2-point conversion for 8 points. 2 interceptions and a turnover on downs for Trinity, including one of those interceptions being for 6. So UCD looking for their 3rd offensive touchdown and their 4th overall in this game as the offense lines up. McEnnis is behind center. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, motion coming right. McEnnis has a few people open over the middle, got one. He's got plenty of room, gets to the first down line. Flag gets pulled right at about midfield. So it'll be second down here for UCD. Curious here if the call is for a shot play, knowing that they've still got 2 downs to get not as much. Blitz comes on, blitz comes quick, and it's intercepted off the tip. Trinity has it moving forward, and flag comes pulled at about the 10-yard line. So the teams are now trading blows as UCD throws their first interception of the game. Trinity will take over in the offensive territory. The 5th drive of the game coming up for Trinity College Dublin. Frontline defense subbed out for UCD. As number 12 back behind center, I still do not know your name. Throw is over the middle. It is caught on the crossing pattern in for a one play, one score touchdown. So Trinity goes from down 19 to very quickly within one score, and they will line up to go for two once again. Trinity gets this, they will be down by 3. Trinity misses this, they'll be down only 5, so still a one-score game either way. No kicks, so you can't line up for a field goal for 3 points. See what the play call is. 2 stack receivers left, 1 wide to the right. Coverage is good. Throw to the back pylon. Toe tapping in. Another 2-point conversion as UCD goes back-to-back drives of 8 points each to make it 19-16. A very notable year in Irish history for a lot of different reasons. It's one of the reasons I did not put 1916 as my name that year category for team trivia coming up after games. That will not be live streamed. There's a bunch of stuff in there that it's just for us. It's just we're going to have a lot of fun with that. So UCD lines up to go back on offense, their 5th drive of the day. Last drive came with an interception. Dennis launches one deep down the field, and I believe the offensive player was breaking that one up because that looked primed for an interception. 2nd down coming. Still in the first half. It is a running clock first half, running clock second half as well, except for inside of 2 minutes. And with this being a much closer game than the previous 2, it's going to be and fight for the ball. UCD comes away with it, breaking free, breaking tackles, and getting beyond the first down marker. UCD resets the downs. First down from close to midfield. So not by much, but UCD does get that first down. Problem is now you've got to go half the length of the field and get into the end zone in 4 plays. 3 receivers all to the right of the quarterback. Pass is on, stepping up, climbing the pocket, and it is, I believe, dropped. As the camera did not catch where that ball went, and the camera quality fuzzed out as well. But because the referee is walking back to the spot of the previous play, I can safely assume it is 2nd down UCD. Got questions for halftime? Halftime's coming up soon, I guess. So if you got more things you want to ask me, put them in the chat. Receivers bunched around the center. Snap comes. McKennis lines up, throws it over the middle, and incomplete is the ruling. 3rd down here. Got to get half the length of the field on 2 plays. UCD up by 3 on their 5th drive. Two receivers left, 1 to the right. 2 deep shell coverage again for Trinity. Quarterback rolls right, going deep for it, into the end zone. Touchdown, UCD. They get every yard they need and a little bit more to go up by more points. 25-16. Now, this is a curious call here. UCD is up by 9, so they're opting to go for 1 to make it a 10-point lead. UCD looks like they found something with Tom McAniff behind center. He gets the snap, waiting, looking for someone to come open. Lobs it back of the end zone, and it's caught, but not in play. Incomplete. The lead stays at 9. So a huge third down for UCD, and they get every yard they need. Now, Trinity, they've gotten 16 points on their last 2 drives, the maximum allowed for 2 possessions. Let's see what Trinity's got here as they go out for their 6th drive of the game. Thank you to everybody who's been part of this stream. Several of you have been watching since we started it, so I'm not sure what you were doing up at 9 in the morning in Ireland or earlier or later, but we appreciate you so much for tuning in. We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Throw is over the middle. Throw is caught. What a throw. What a catch. Making it down the line. Getting to about the 10-yard line is Trinity, all on one play. Trinity is not going to go away quietly against their county rivals. Once the ball gets re-snapped, it'll be first down Trinity, looking to get to the goal line. Almost certainly Trinity has more yards in this half than they had in the entire game against Maynooth earlier. Rush is on. Rush was really good. Pass breakup even better. Officials, I believe, are calling for the 2-minute timeout as both sides head toward their respective benches. I didn't see a 2-minute signal. Is this just halftime? Well, we'll see if the team switched sides. It was definitely halftime. UCD started the first half with the ball, so Trinity will get it to start the next half. Still down by 9. You got questions, please put them in the chat. I've got plenty of time to answer them. Yeah, I guess this is half because this is way too long for a 2-minute warning. All right, so Trinity will open the half with the ball, and they will be going from right to left across your screens. UCD will be switching from left to right. So we've got plenty to talk about. UCD American football will open their season on March 1st against Dublin Rebels. It'll be the AFI season opener. We thank everybody for being part of today's InterVarsity stream for flag football. UCD Flag Football is starting up a women's team for the upcoming Clada League. Encourage anybody here who knows UCD students who might be interested, please have them sign up and come to training. It's a fast-growing sport, and it's a lot of fun. March 1st and March 8th will be the only home games for UCD for a while. They are heading out on the road after that. First game in April will be at Cork, facing the Admirals on April 13th. And then for whatever reason, the next Saturday will be another road game against University of Limerick. Followed by May 24th against the Belfast Trojans. May 31st, again, against the Rebels. South Dublin Panthers will be on June 15th. And Craigavon, the Cowboys, who got promoted from last year's Division 1, will be the final game of the year on June 22nd. July 5th is AFI semifinals day, and July 19th is the AFI final for the Shamrock Bowl. So, second half of play. As Trinity had the ball 6 times, scored twice, gave up a score once on a pick six. UCD had the ball 5 times, scored 3 times, intercepted once, turnover on downs once. Again, if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, click that subscribe button. I know it's somewhere on your screen. We'd be grateful to have you along for the ride as UCD tries to defend the Shamrock Bowl and win their second in a row and their third in 4 seasons coming up this year. Another 20 minutes will be put on the officials' wristwatch. We will have a running clock leading through the game. There is an overtime procedure, seeing that the score is relatively close. The first overtime is much like the U.S. college overtime, where someone starts with the ball and someone tries to score, and they go for 1 or they go for 2. Next team tries to either tie or win the game. Then in the second part of overtime, it is dueling conversions. So we will see what Trinity is capable of doing. Both of these teams have lost already in pool play to Maynooth University, who are moving on to the next round, as the teams look like they are set after a short halftime. We've been with you for 3 hours so far today. We thank each and every one of you who has tuned in, those of you who have dropped in, those of you who have dropped out, those of you who have come for one school, those of you who have come for another. Thank you so much for being part of your Saturday. Thank you for all of us for being a part of your Saturday entertainment. Trinity will start with the ball from their 5, and UCD back on defense. UCD shading their coverage to the defensive right, offensive left. 2 receivers to the left side. Here comes the throw. Intercepted all the way for the touchdown. Trinity led off the previous half in their offensive side with a pick six. They do the same thing here. (31-16) the score. And before UCD's offense can even take the field, they have to try a conversion play. Incredible. 2 pick sixes to start off the halves for Trinity. And UCD will line up to go for 1 to make this 32-16 to double up their cross-county rivals. McGenniff drops back and throws, has a man open in the touchdown area. You betcha. Toe tap along the side, and it's 32-16 as UCD doubles up Trinity. So Trinity, the only good part about that is you have to go right back out on offense. Amer Abdullah had the pick six. So thank you again to Durthang for going back and spotting that number faster than I could. Amer, a first-year engineering student. He is from Limerick. Pass comes short for Trinity on their first down play, getting around a couple of different attempts, but a lengthy gain on that first down. Amer's main sports prior to coming to UCD were basketball and soccer. or association football, as it is properly known. So Trinity here, their second drive, first one resulted in a pick six. Mesh concept, nice post route, but it is caught. Impressive. A very impressive route and an impressive gain for Trinity on this play. Trinity's got quite a bit of ground to make up. They're down 2 full possessions. On this first down, they'll set up 2 receivers right, 1 to the left midway through. Snap comes, 12 back, 12 throws, and it's low and incomplete. Second down coming. As Trinity looking for the right mixture to get themselves into the end zone. Declared blitzer coming up the middle. Quick pass out in the open into the flat, and I lost sight of him. Official signal is looking like it's just third down. So hopefully the camera will be able to reset and capture all of the action closer to the end zone. Trinity will set up here for a third down play from inside the 10. And they have 2 receivers bunched to the right. UCD playing off coverage to defend the goal line. 12 pump fakes, throws, end zone, watching the referee to see the reaction. Incomplete, fourth down coming. Or was that fourth down? Yep, that was fourth down. I really miss the down counters on the sideline because sometimes I just miss one. So anyway, UCD takes over after a turnover on downs. UCD's offense sets up 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Short shovel pass. And getting a lot of yards on that. UCD makes up good ground on first down. Flag on the play, coming in from the down judge on the near sideline. So they'll take the ball to the spot of the foul and march off the required yards. It is against the offense. So UCD takes the ball on downs, first play, get good yards. The penalty takes them backward. I believe this is still going to be first down for UC. No, this is probably second down because they let the play count. Another shovel. They'll try again. And this time they get closer to where the original play ended. Got to get to that yellow line for the first down. We thank you for joining us. If you're just joining us, welcome. My name is Max Walpoff. This is the UCD American Football Intervarsity Flag Football stream for 2025. This is looking like it'll be UCD's final game of the day, as Maynooth University in this pool already won both games. So it looks like they're going to be the ones moving on to the semifinals to represent Pool A. But UCD and Trinity will continue to play. They fake the pitch after going to it twice in a row. Got a man open deep, got a man running deep, and it is no signal yet. They got the flagpole inside the 5. Very close to a long touchdown run. Now UCD sets up with good field position, looking for the goal line to put this game out of reach in the second half. This is UCD's offensive first drive of this half. The defense scored the points so far. McEniff back to throw. McEniff underneath, got a catch, got a man open, reaching for the goal line, touchdown. (38-16) as UCD getting that lead and extending it. I do apologize. It looks like that was the conversion. All right. So now I think I have it figured out. The last play we just saw was a conversion. And the previous play to that was a touchdown, was that long touchdown. So I called that wrong because it didn't look like there was a signal from the referees or much of a reaction. Running down the sideline, Trinity is able to get that first down on the first down play. 39-16, the lead for UCD. We had a score prediction for this game earlier in the chat, and we've already blown past that for both teams. Trinity sets up first down. UCD keeping its 2 deep players relatively close to the line. They try the pitch. He is eligible to run. He opts to throw deep, got a man open, and intercepted. UCD runs it out of the end zone, gets it beyond the 5-yard line. So second interception of the half for Trinity. 4th of the game. And hold on, I got to count. 1, 2, 3. 7th of the day. Goodness gracious. UCD hunting for an extension of this lead. As the camera goes fuzzy once again. Bunch formation for UCD, all around the center. 2 to his right, 1 to the left. McEniff lining up, gonna go long for it. And it looks like the pass was incomplete toward the sideline. Since the ball is coming from that direction, I'm going to assume that I am correct with that. Second down coming. Two to the left, 1 to the right. More of a spread formation than before. Snap comes. McEniff stepping up, throwing it over, has somebody open, and I believe the pass counter ran out. So UCD ran out of time getting that play open. They had a woman open all the way at the top, could not get the ball to her. UCD loses yards on the snap counter sack. All three receivers left. Third down here. And it looks like quarterback sack once again as the camera followed the players, not the ball. Fourth down here. UCD's got to get that yellow line at midfield. Sending one receiver all the way out to the right, all the way out to the left. Two receivers coming near side. Got to get all the yards here. Got all the yards here. Wow, what a play. What a catch. Had to have it first down, and UCD got everything they wanted. Trinity ended the first half with a lot of momentum, getting 16 straight points, and UCD took over here in this second half. Second offensive drive, got that first down, and a great fourth down and long. Now two receivers to the right once again. McEniff stepping up, has somebody open underneath. Flagpole inside the 10. On that tackle is Brendan Georgilia. UCD setting up another score here inside of the 10-yard line, inside the 5. So UCD not allowed to run the ball here, so they can't pitch it backward for a run. Two receivers right, one wide to the left. We're going to put the game away, throw underneath, and it's tipped and incomplete. Pass was within the catching radius, and frustration on UCD's sideline. It is just third down coming up, but that could have put this game to bed. What does UCD have here for a third down? They tighten the formation, still two to the right, one to the left, now motion out wide left. Here comes the play. McEniff waits, pump fake, and out of reach of the intended target. She comes up looking for a penalty, not going to get one. So now it is fourth down. UCD got all the yards they needed on fourth down previously. Let's see if they can get points here on this drive, or if they're just going to take the clock off and not allow Trinity to get set with their next possession. Medium formation here. All receivers go. McEniff waits. McEniff looking for somebody to come open. Going back post, end zone, and touchdown UCD. Get me a warm glass of milk. Trinity is now asleep. (45-16). UCD is on the board again. For the offense, that's 3 straight drives with touchdowns. Add in one for the defense in there as well. It's a good day. 1-point conversion coming here. Underneath route, open, wide open. Get the touchdown, 30-point lead on the board. (46-16), and Trinity will come back onto the field. Looks like a couple of reserve players are going to get some time on the field. As Houston and Mejia both make their way on, along with Castle. Tight formation here for Trinity. They love running this. Hasn't been super successful today, and granted, not much of their offense. It has been super successful. First play is a good gain, but gets up second down. Yeah, definitely. Tom McEniff, once he came in at quarterback, the UCD offensive fortunes changed. He definitely played very well today so far, and especially in this game, he's played well. 5 touchdowns for UCD in this game so far, as everybody stays back in coverage for UCD. Got a man underneath. It's O'Leary. O'Leary got the first down and a bit more. 30-point disadvantage here for Trinity, just trying to make up some kind of ground. Give themselves something to be happier about, as they both schools are going to take the same road heading back to County Dublin at least. Trinity lines up again here on first down. A pick six, turnover on downs, and a regular interception. As 12 got it on the pitch, he'll throw, gets it incomplete. Was looking for Joe Weiger again. UCD's offense came alive here in the second game against Limerick's back defense. 12 back to throw, throws, sideline, and got it complete, got some yards. So it's going to be third down here for Trinity. As the camera eventually pans to the right and notices what's going on in its entirety, UCD set up to defend the goal line. Here comes the play. Lining up, looking for anybody to come open, throws underneath. Flag pulled inside the 5, didn't get much. Fourth down coming for Trinity. You wonder, if you can't get a play here, is that it for Trinity's chances to win this game? As my worst nightmare is coming true, the camera is focusing on something completely different. 12's got the ball, 12 has it. I assume he throws it, but I can't tell. The official signal is incomplete. I have no idea what happened on that play because the camera refused to show me. All right, who's doing what on the right side of this screen? Who is doing what? I am not happy about this. Trinity's lining up to go for something. I gotta text the coaches. I need to know what the score is because that's all right. I have no idea whether Trinity scored any points on that drive or not. And that stinks because my job is to tell you people the truth. Oh, finally, the cameras decided to cooperate and show UCD playing this drive. Underneath throw, got it complete. No flag pull yet. Gets some really good yards. As it looked like the second person in that sequence got the ball. I'm going to mark Trinity's drive down there as a question mark because I have no idea what happened on Trinity's fourth drive as their conclusion. So it's either 46-16, or it could be 46-22, or it could be 46-23. I'm not sure. Loading up, got the catch, got the go. He's got both flags on. He's going. Flag gets pulled and gone out of bounds. A nice underneath throw and run for UCD. As Ben Zubarek on the catch and run. I did not realize how difficult it would be to call a game without being able to hear anything from the field. As looks like Amir Abdullah is in at quarterback on this play. He throws over the middle, got double coverage incomplete. As right now, UCD taking advantage of this 30 or right, as this 30-point lead or potentially 22-point lead exists. So UCD now looking at second down here, trying to just finish off this game. Amir Abdullah back behind. He gets the ball. He throws, middle, got it to a receiver, and it's incomplete, but it's caught for the interception. And Trinity almost able to turn that into a pick six, but they couldn't. So 46 is the score line for UCD still. Mystery box is the score line for Trinity because I do not know the results of the most recent drive. Camera is running out of battery as UCD sends on a fifth player in substitution. Flag pull after the first down gain. Two receivers left. Another play for Trinity. Throw comes. Despite the pixelated things, I can tell that one was completed. As UCD thought they might have been substituting there, but substitutes get pulled back. Again, want to thank everybody for joining us. We're coming to the end of the second half here between Trinity and UCD. Underneath throw, it was caught, it is going, and getting to inside the 5. No signal from the white hat for a touchdown, so it looks like it's just going to be a third down and very short coming up. Trinity is lining up to go for it from inside the 5. Third down coming. Here's the throw underneath, and it's bobbled and caught. So this one is for sure a touchdown for Trinity. So at minimum, Trinity has 22 points. Actually, that looks like it was a conversion. Well, game is over anyway. So UCD does win this game. By how much? I'm not totally sure. So I'm just going to mark this instead. I know UCD got 46, but I'm not 100% sure what Trinity got because there was a mystery box on their fourth drive. So UCD wins wins one of their games today against Trinity College Dublin. They lose early against Maynooth, and as a result, UCD is eliminated from the Flag Football Intervarsities. We thank everybody for joining us throughout the course of today's game. I'm Max Walpuff, and on behalf of UCD American Football Club, thank you for joining us. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. Be sure to hit the alert so that you know next time we go live, because we will have more live games. March 1st is our season opener. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors. We're going to have a great time. It's going to be me. We're hoping to get a second person on color, so it's just not me talking to myself all day. But until then, thank you, and we will see you on March 1st.